Mike's Daily Podcast.
Before we go any further, I need you to go to your phone.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And give me a call at 336-MM Daily. That's the phone number, 336-MM Daily. And if you do that, I'll be so happy. I'll say, Whaley. That's not a word. Well, I'll say something nice. So 336-663-2459. Call that number now. 336-663.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
2459. Call that number and you'll hear me talking and I'll do a little thing and then there'll be a beep.
Mike's
and you can say something.
Daily
I'll play that on the show.
Podcast.
How's that? That'll be your emails from email and your calm or not so comments thing that I used to do all the time, or email me, mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. I need to hear from you. I need to see that you exist, because right now I don't believe you. I don't believe you're there. You're a lie. You're a lie in my brain hole. So stop lying to me and tell me the truth that you're really listening, because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Don't believe it. That was a good song. And you swear I won't be... Mike and Mechanics. Taken in again. Wrapped around the finger of some fair-weathered friend. I want to believe you, but you know how to lie. Don't lie to me. Be there. And let's do that. Because that'll be your thing to keep Mike's Daily Podcast going. Hey, it's episode 2105, 2105. Today, we're going to get to things that are important in today's world. I know coronavirus cases are through the roof. It's crazy, but at the same time, you want to make money, get back to work. You want to see the economy get back to work. Our economy got shut down because of the stupid virus. I understand you might be a little bit angry.
And here's today's podcast picture.
I understand you might want to blame the Chinese. And it makes you feel better when you do that, right? No, nothing makes us feel better. We're just mad that this whole thing happened. And here we are. So, the podcast picture today, though, was of a happy walk. Did you know the East Bay Regional Park districts are so busy these days? The percentage of people using them has gone up because... And that's the park district that we have here in the East Bay of the Bay Area, Podcaster Valley and such. And Basil used to go there all the time with me. Yes, that's right. Oh, that's Basil within the past year when he still had a bark. That's his old man bark. Oh, I miss him so much. Yeah, you know what? There are a lot of people I have not told about Basil's passing. I've told you about it, but the important people that needed to know about Basil passing, so sad. He lived almost to 12 years old. But the important people I told in person, or over the phone. But you know what? There are people that, let's just say, I guess they never listened to this podcast, so they're not going to know unless they listen to the podcast. I'm not going to do one of those stupid things on Facebook where people go, oh, so-and-so died, and then it becomes a popularity contest. How many sad faces can I get? How many faces with the crying eye? Oh, cry eye. How many of those can I get? I don't want that popularity contest crap. That's what I hate about Facebook. Instagram. I'm not going to post a picture of Basil with a RIP, lived to July 17th, 2020. I did that actually at work. There was a picture up of Basil because one of the places I provide my services for is big on dogs. And they have one of the rooms, the conference room has a bunch of pictures of dogs up. And I had a picture of Basil up from last year who somebody stuck. This shows you how some people are so petty. Somebody stuck a push pen through Basil's eye. Can you believe that? The audacity. Ugh. And like this person apparently didn't think that would upset me. Ugh! Seriously, how petty are you? You childish freak. Anyway, somebody put a push pen through Basil's eye. I removed that as fast as I could. When I saw it, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Because it was intended. Somebody intended to do that. The newest song from Justin Bieber's called Intentions, by the way. And he just got baptized with his lovely wife, Haley. So congrats to them getting baptized. So I put a little thing on this picture of Basil saying that he passed away because he's been in that picture of him has been up in that room for a while. And nobody said a thing to me at that place. Nobody has said a thing. So I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird. It's a dog. What do you want, Mike? It's a dog. No. You know what? If you say that, you've never owned a dog. You've never been through an entire life of a dog. I spent 10 and a half years with Basil, 10 and a half years. And it wasn't just some dog I had locked up in the backyard that I never paid attention to, like a lot of dog owners do, sadly. I took him for a walk all over the place. You know, if you listen to this show for a while, or if you've scrolled through my website, mikesdailypodcast.com, and the podcast picture is not of Basil and I, but there have been hundreds of Basil pictures on my website, posted to Facebook, Instagram, all the places. And the podcast pictures, lots of podcast pictures with Basil. We had a lot of great times together, and a lot of walks. And he would be in the backyard when I went to work, but as soon as I got home, we'd go for a walk. That's how it should be. That's what's required of you if you're a dog owner. But I'll tell you, it is an emotional journey because you're seeing an entire life, you know, from young to old happen to you in front of your face. You know, when you have kids, they're always going to be younger than you. They're not going to age past you. Hopefully, you won't see the day when they leave this earth. They'll outlive you. Hopefully, they will outlive you. But at any rate, just to show you how some people, oh my gosh. Wow. But this podcast picture that you see at mikesdailypodcast.com is of my lovely lady friend and I. And we went on a walk at the Juan de Bautista Trail, I think is how you say it. I forget. At any rate, you can see, I put it on the picture, mikesdailypodcast.com. And the sun was still up. That's why you can see us in the picture. But the moon was in the background there, ever so small, full moon. And my lovely lady friend was looking as if she was grabbing the moon with her fingers. And she's grabbed my moon with her hand. But that's another story. And that's mikesdailypodcast.com that you can see that. My mom loves Deutsche Welle Haydn. It's some kind of German channel. I got to watch this sometime. They speak in English, but if you're at all interested in Germany, it looks like a cool channel to watch. She watches it actually using an antenna on her TV, old-fashioned style, over there in Florida. By the way, she got through Hurricane Isaias just fine. It didn't. Luckily, it was just a storm with 50-mile-an-hour winds when it went past Daytona Beach. Unfortunately, the people in North Carolina got it a lot worse. But yeah, so she's doing well. Thank you for your concern. Because I know you're concerned because you call me at 336MM Daily all the time. That's 3 + 3 = 6. MM as in Mike Matthews. Daily isn't what this podcast is. Hey, we need to do a quick little YouTube video and share it with everybody on the planet Earth that loves the YouTube. Let's see here. Mike does a wonderful little video here. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Ah, much better. Okay. Hello, video channel people. It's Mike Matthews. You like video channel? Isn't this great, the video channel? that you see, and Mike Matthews using his hands in odd ways. Oh, look at this. This is going to go viral with the hands going like this. Yes. Mike'sDailyPodcast.com. That is the website that you want to. Ooh, this is so good. Once again, I'm entranced. Yes. And you can see this video at youtube.com/Mike's Daily Podcast. I wanted to say to you thusly, when people say to me, Mike, you're such a nice guy. I am a nice guy. I am also a manager. I'm a boss. And people say, you're the nicest boss I've ever had. Now, here's the thing. Whenever someone says that to me, and if they say it to you, if you're a nice person, oh, you're such a nice person, this is what you need to tell them. Shut up! No, you need to say the following. I'm a nice person, yes, but that's no reason why everyone can't be nice. There's no reason on planet Earth why everyone can't be nice. I worked for a guy in Alabama that used to say, and I was a manager at this job. I was a boss, and he used to tell me, you know what your problem is? You're an amiable. You're an amiable. One of these words he made up. That doesn't exist, right? It's not true. Amicable. You're an amicable. You're an amiable. You're always trying to be nice to people, but you got to be mean. You got to be mean like me. I'm sure this guy is dead. I'm sure this guy that I just tried to imitate is dead, and I'll tell you why. He was on Lipitor. He was probably in his 40s, and he was on Lipitor. I think you need to wait a little bit before you get on that stuff. But he just horrible diet, mean as heck. Oh, yeah, he's probably alive. The nice people. Why is it that somebody said to me, Mike, why isn't it the mean people get the coronavirus? Mean people should get coronavirus, not the nice people. He said something like that. You might agree or disagree. At any rate, this guy told me that I was a bad boss because I was too nice. Here's the thing. I tell you, there is no reason why you need to make the lives of your employees miserable. In fact, that is strongly advised against in California. We have laws about that. But and this was in Alabama, so there were no laws for that. So this guy could be as mean as he wanted. But here in California, things are different. My point though, everyone should try to be a little more nice. When people that are complete jerks, is what I'm trying to tell you, try to point out to me that being a nice person, that nice people's lives are awful because people are walking on them. And they try to make that point because they're trying to justify why they are so mean. You got to be mean in this world. You got to be a jerk to people in this world because everyone's a jerk to you. Because if you're a nice person, people will walk all over you. That kind of thing. They're trying to justify the fact that they are jerks and they have a ridiculous way of life and no one likes them. I remember this one guy telling me, this one guy I worked for, he said, Mike, people may not like me, but they respect me. And it was obvious that no one liked or respected him. There is a connection there. They have to kind of be hand in hand. Yes, you have to occasionally smack your fist on the table and go, come on, let's go. Be a little bit of the drill sergeant. Get people. Do you know Bob Ross was a drill sergeant? Hey, we need to put a little more of a brown in that sky. Look a little bit. There's some nice trees. Why don't you put some trees right in there? And there, let's put a nice meadow right there. That's going to be a nice meadow. Oh, there's some nice browns. And let's put a little bit of lavender in there. Maybe a little bit of green. Oh, that green looks nice. That's a nice color right there. Look at that green. Look, maybe just over here a couple of deer. Maybe over there is a bear. There's a bear. Look at that bear. You have to be a drill sergeant like Bob Ross had to be. The whole reason why he talks so softly and nice and makes you want to fall asleep is because he had been through that where he had to tell people what to do. I'm just saying there's a better way of doing it. You get more honey with the bees. And I had to basically lay the law down to a guy who's a jerk to people and say to him, look, the reason why people don't like you is because you're a jerk to people. I understand your job is on the line, and, if people don't do what you tell them to, it reflects badly on you. It does the same with me. And you just say to those people, look, you got to change. You got to do something different. You got to, come on, let's go, man. Pick it up. That kind of thing. But you don't have to be mean about it. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but you know what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Be nice. Let's try and be nicer. Don't let people walk all over you, and don't let, people take advantage of it. I feel like I've gone the long way around with this discussion here. Maybe I should have cut this all off a little earlier, but I wanted to flesh it out a little bit more. Look who's here. Hello, Michael Marsh. It's Madame Rootabega. And yes, it is so nice to talk to you and to crack the whip. Ooh. I didn't want to use that terminology, madam. I was just saying be more firm with people, but yeah, let's not bring whips into this. But it was in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark? Ark. Oh, Raiders of the Lost Ark, yes. Okay. Did you see that movie? Yes. Did you enjoy it? Yes. Did you like any of the other ones? No. And look who else is here.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the parking attendant.
And it's a Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
Mike, last time we was here, you had some guy here named Who's It Day.
Yeah, who's it? Do you know that? Yes, he was here at the patio outside a cafe anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Podcastro Valley Ton, the last place on earth. He's not here today, though. So that's a perfect way to end the show. Okay, maybe a less than perfect way to end the show. At any rate, it's the way to end the show. Next show, it'll be the wonderful Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, John Deere the engineer. Give me a call. You know that number. I said it at the beginning of the show. If you forgot what it was, this would be a perfect time to go back and listen to the beginning of the show, because it really was just a hoot, wasn't it? Or check out the website, mikesdailypodcast.com. And with more on that, A-Frame.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye.